All right, this is LocalWise AI from the same creators of Questify and AI Wisemind, Chris Derenberger. So this is his new local SEO, keyword research, and content creation tool, which it makes it actually very unique because there's not a lot of local specific SEO tools out there. So we're going to go dive in and see what we can do with this. Mostly what it does is it solves the problem of keyword research for local SEO. But we have all kinds of other things too that we can do, like the things to do. You can actually create niche websites and so forth on things to do in specific areas, whether it's a state, a city, a region, a country. So we're going to look at all those different things so you can unlock local insights, discover cities, services, places, and activities with ease. Your shortcut to local market domination. Obviously, you can go watch a quick demo of that, but of course, my video, we're going to really dive deep into it. Now you can go read the sales page. We can go and search for cities, search for services, search for places, search for things to do in an area, and then how to use this data. They do have some really good trainings. I can show you that in a minute. Here are the people behind this tool, the software creator who created all of the software so far. The big ones that stand out are AI Wisemind and Questify, which is a keyword research SEO tool as well. This one is kind of like Questify in a sense, but it's very specific, and the algorithm is built in the software to only focus on local SEO, which is super cool. Now, I think you guys will be delighted to see that this one is an actual lifetime deal. So you can come down here, you can start for only one fee. So it is a lifetime deal. You have to keep in mind, and you know what, if I built a software and launched as a lifetime deal, it absolutely would be built just like Chris did right here. You would have to bring your own key. You bring your own OpenAI key so that passes that charge on to the customer. And what you're paying for right here, because then you might be like, well, what am I paying for then? Well, you're paying for all of the algorithm and the software, and you're paying for the engine, basically. They still built the engine. They still built the software that does all kinds of magical things for us, right? But in order to put gas in that engine, you're going to need an open API key, and you just can't have one or the other. You cannot have a non-monthly paid tool and then also pay for everybody's OpenAI credits. So I hope you guys kind of understand the distinction between when you create an AI tool like this and you have a lifetime deal or you have a monthly paid tool. There's a big distinction. You have to, the software, in order for it to stay around for years and continue to be updated and developed, the software has to actually make money. If you lose money, that's when people close their doors. As you guys can see in the last year, we've had a lot of trouble with lifetime deals. And it's because you'll have a setup like this, and then they will also pay for all of the credits. And then 6 months later, you wonder why a software tanks. It's because they didn't think about the pricing from the very first start. So I really love this model right here because you pay for the software one time, you pay for that engine, you pay for that vehicle, but then you are going to pay for the fuel that you're going to put in that engine. And so hopefully that analogy makes sense to you guys. So they have a startup for just $27, 2,000 credits a month. One-time fee. You have search cities, search local services, search places, attractions, search things to do, and use your own AI key. So all of these are the same except for the credits change at the business plan, $67 one-time fee. You're going to get 10,000 credits per month. And then $99 power user. You're going to get unlimited credits per month, and you're just going to be paying for a small amount for the OpenAI key. I wanted to come down here. So they do have a 14-day refund policy as well. That's nice. And then there's a bunch of things you can read about on the FAQ, but the big one that I want to make sure I cover is that you with these kind of tools, you guys always ask, is there upsells? I'm going to click on here. Yes, there's 2 optional upsell offers. So option number 1 is an AI content writer for a one-time fee of $47. This tool integrates effortlessly with your collected data, enabling you to generate high-quality tailored articles. So again, it's going to be very similar to like AI Wisemind. You're going to have your own API key, so you're still going to charge your OpenAI account. but they've built a software that specifically creates local type content. It automatically inserts the keyword you're going after several times into the article and so forth. So it's making it way easier to just click a button. They're offering efficiency and time saving, and that's pretty nice, right? If you don't pick up this offer one, totally fine. You do all your keyword research in LocalWise, and then you would just go over to your preferred AI content creation tool, go write the content, and then you would go and put it into your site. But if you pick up the offer one, you'll click a button and it'll literally write it for you inside of here. Now, I don't know if it connects to your website or not, and I don't have access to this. I don't think I'll be demoing this particular part right here today. If you guys really want more demos on this, because I did get a review access copy, so I do have full access to the front end. I'm going to demo that for you guys. But if you guys really need me to go out, I'll go ahead and go purchase the whole software, the whole funnel, so I can fully demo that. If I get enough interest below in the comments, if I get enough interest, enough people saying, hey, yeah, please do a full, an extended review, maybe use that word, because I'm doing a full review of the front end software today. But if you want an extended review, just say extended review, LocalWise in the comment section below. If I get enough of you, then I'll consider going and purchasing both of these right here. And I'd actually have to go purchase the software, purchase both one-time offers. But even when you look at what the cost of that is, right? So it's 20. If you go even for the front end, just the startup, it's $27, right? And then you go over here plus $47 OTO one plus 27 here. So for one, you're going to be all in. You've got the software and you've got OTO one and OTO two. That's ridiculously inexpensive compared to when you want to go to tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 with AppSumo products. You're looking at hundreds of dollars. Okay, so there is a price difference there. So I like the pricing over here. So OTO2 is advanced keyword tools for a one-time fee. So there's just saving you time. Perfect for combining data with specific keywords, cities, states, and more, making your campaigns even more precise and impactful. Another thing that if you really want just like a demo right over here, you can go up here, because if we click on tutorials, check this out. Of course, Chris came to launch with all of the tutorials ready for you to go. They even show you how to add your OpenAI key. They don't leave you hanging in any way. You have your using the search services, the search cities. So they all do an extensive training right over here. Each one of these videos is only like 2 minutes long. So it's just very straightforward. Tells you exactly what to click on, what to do, what each feature does. Here's how to use the AI content writer. You can go check that out as well. And then you can even use this software to create videos, or to take the keywords and then take the content that you create. If you do get that one-time offer over here, you can take the content and then also go and create videos. And so you can just double down on content and traffic. Okay. So I'm going to go log in real quick. So this is what the dashboard will look like. When you're on the dashboard, it'll say how much you've used the tool, how many campaigns, and I'm brand new, have not used the software. I did get access a few days ago, but I'm glad to make the review today for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go in, and it looks like you can manage a team. Now, when we come back over here, I don't see where they show how many team members you can add. I'm not seeing, like, they didn't put over here how many team members. So it does sound like you can, because it's going to be based on credits, right? The credits that you buy. So team settings. Let's go over here to click on team settings right over here. We can say team name, David's name, or David's team, something like that, right? And then we can add a team member right over here. It says invite a new team member to join your team, granting them the ability to collaborate with you. Right over here, team lists and so forth. And then we can go over here to just members, team members. You can go and add your new team member by clicking over here. It takes you over to that as well. So here's those add-on features right over here. Then you have your settings over here. This is where you'll go and put your OpenAI API key right in here. Super, super easy. They have a pay as you go right here. It's very cheap to use OpenAI. If you've used your API key, I've used it for several tools, and I think that you'll find that it's extremely inexpensive. So, and then you'll just follow that tutorial on how to do that. If you need tickets or you need help over here, you can go and create a new ticket. I just really like the layout and the UI of Chris's software. It's just super clean, super intuitive, very, very easy. You're just going to come over here. There's literally, you just want to make it to this page right over here. I want to see if you can get to a new campaign from the dashboard menu. We're going to go over to dashboard real quick. So you're on dashboard? No. So literally that's what you're going to do. You're going to come over here, you're going to go to campaign, and you're going to go to new campaigns. And then you're going to, I need to go and add my OpenAI. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're in. This is what the front end is going to look like as you add these other add-on features, right? If you do end up purchasing tier 1 or front end access, you'll get hit with those OTOs. And if you purchase one, then it's going to extend the software. You can see into Chris's tutorials, you'll see that there's more options that open up. But essentially, this is what the main part of the tool is for you to be able to do search cities, search services, search local places, and things to do. We'll sample out each one of them. And then we'll also go and see how much we actually spend to do this light keyword research. So what we'll do is we'll go over here and we will search cities right here. And let's just say, since I'm a neighbor state of Texas and it has a lot more cities than New Mexico, we'll go with Texas right here. Enter a city name or a zip code. And right here, we'll just say Dallas right here. So I put a campaign name. Oh, so we want to go Dallas and I'm going to say Texas. And I don't know if I'm supposed to put the comma there or not to make sure, because there's other Dallases all across the United States. I'm going to just do that, and we're going to see what ends up happening. Now, this is where you can say 150. How many results do you want? And right over here, I'm going to actually say 200. I want to kind of push the tool a little bit beyond what its normal settings are. You have your languages over here. There's a lot of languages right there. We're going to stick with English and country, United States. And so it says right here, estimated cost 200 for total 200 keywords. One keyword equals 1 credit. So now what we will do is create and create another. So I like how you can just push create and that's it, right? And you can come back, or we can go create and create another, right? So I'm going to go boom right there. Now we can go over here. So search services right here. So get a list of services provided by a specific industry. So we can come over here and let's just say we're going to go with like plumbing. It's just a good example. So we're going to say plumbing, spell that right, service provider. So I'm going to go ahead and just go and put that in right here. So plumber, plumbing. So we're going to go like this, plumbing. You can put plumber, and then we're going to say 100. Let's just say 150 on this one. And then we're going to say create and create another. So what ends up happening is we can come back over to dashboards and see what campaigns we are running. We have 2 campaigns right here. We can scroll down, and then also what we want to do is click on the campaigns section again, and you're going to see that there's progress, and the status is that it's running. All of his tools look like this. They're all created and look very similar, and I think it's really, really good as a software company to build your softwares where people are familiar that are using your tool. Someone really falls in love with one of your softwares, and then you come out with another one and they log in, they buy it and everything. It should look very similar to the other softwares. That way people just understand the way that you build software. And this is no different than Questify and AI WiseMind. So just hats off to them on the clean UI and so forth. And I think that there is a dark mode we can go over here. Let's go ahead and switch to dark mode now. I like dark mode. I was able to do a few minutes in light mode with you guys, but I really think that the dark mode just shines really easy on the eyes, bright buttons and everything. So right now it is in progress. Now I don't know if it actually updates in real time. So then I would just go click off and then click back on and see that, okay, so it is still running. Actually, no. Okay, progress. So it says at status that it's done. Okay, so we'll go run those other 2 in a second. Let's go and look at the cities search that we did first. We'll just go click on this one. We'll open this up and see what we've got here. Okay, so created 2 minutes ago and it was done within about 1 minute is what it looks like. So we have Dallas, Texas. We have the population is 1.3 million. Super, super cool, right? Then you have Plano, Texas at 291,000. Then you have Garland, Texas. So already what we're looking at right now, we can go and we could use Perplexity. We can use ChatGPT and stuff, but this pulled this together extremely fast for us, right? And we have these buttons over here that we can go. Now let's just say we want to come all the way down and we really want to just start ranking for some stuff. Let's go to the last page and start looking at some of these. Now this will tell you other information as well. If you've got cities in here for 8,000, 41,000, we could have asked it to pull 1,000 of these and we would have our work cut out for us, whatever site we're building, right? But this is a lot of people living in these communities right over here. So we can also go and say, hey, 76,000, that's a really nice sized town that we could go and start ranking for. So you can favorite some of these right here, 55,000. Let's just go favorite some of these. Keller, Texas right here, Joshua, Texas, 8,000. You could go and do a test and just see what services are actually offered for plumbing in a small town like 8,000. And you could actually go and just completely rank #1 for that city. And then you could go and sell the service for, even since it's so low competition, commission and everything, you could go and just sell the service for like $400 or $500 and let someone rent out your website and stuff. So this is great for local SEO and so forth. Even if you want to do the rank and rent method, this tool looks like it's going to really shine. So that's really cool. So it's going to give us all the cities and all the population. And then what we can do is I'm trying to look for, so you can copy, you can export the whole thing. You can export as a text file as well. Here's where that filter is. Now I believe filter, we can actually filter it by level. We can filter it by keyword length right over here, and then we can filter it by favorites. So let's go and look at those favorites that we favorited. And then here we're looking at our favorites. And let's just say we want to go and look at this right over here. And let's just say the Flower Mound, Texas. We can go and we can click the Google button. And we can go do some search right over here. And this is the kind of search that you would do if you were building any kind of page, getting information to put together a really nice page on this city. You can also come over here and see if Flower Mound, Texas, what they have for YouTube videos. You have Flower Mound, Texas, pros and cons. So this is probably from like a real estate agent. Flower Mound, Texas right here. So we can come over here and just start seeing what people are talking about. There's plenty of videos, so there's plenty of popularity for this little small town right over here. Then we can come back over here and see what that last one is. So if we go to Flower Mound, Texas, again, we can go to this search for trends right over here on Google Trends, and it's going to tell you that it actually stays so we got Flower Mound. Okay, so Flower Mound versus just Texas in general. So we have Texas right here, and then we have Flower Mound right over here, and I'm not really sure. So what we would maybe want to do is just type in Flower Mound, Texas right here, and it is the same as Flower Mound. So that's good to know that if we just type in Flower Mound, Texas versus Flower Mound, Google Trends knows what you're trying to talk about. So yeah, there's not like a ton of interest right there, but there is population right there. Now it'd be cool to know, this is just tells you it doesn't tell you what the search volume is. It's just telling you, is this popular or not, right? We could go and use Google Keyword Planner, but I'm sure with a town this size with less than 100,000 visitors, there's not going to be a ton of searches. It's going to be probably in the hundreds, not thousands. So you kind of have to know that. You'll start understanding the different populations and how much search traffic you could potentially get. But definitely rest assured that a city with the size of 76,000, there's plenty of services needed in towns like that and so forth. So super cool there. Let's go back to campaigns and look at the other one that we were able to create, and that was the plumbing. We'll go and click on that. So this is going to give you, like, let's say you're building a plumbing site and you need ideas on what actually happens within the plumbing niche, right? So you have leak detection, pipe repair, drain cleaning, water heater installation, water heater maintenance. So you can see faucet repair. It's all these different ways to say something, right? And that you need to capture that, right? And so what you could do is you could actually take all these keywords, which is just crazy, right? You can go and research them, research the trends and so forth, but you can go and actually start favoriting them as well, or just export this CSV, which is what I probably would do. And then you could go and actually, I would actually put this into ChatGPT or something like that and say, hey, give me, 6 main categories to put all these in, and then assign them all to a category. And then you can go and actually start writing on all these. Now, this is where the one-time offer, he goes over this in one of these videos over here, but this is where the upsell for the keyword tool, the advanced keyword tool right here, this is where this comes in, because there's a feature where you can actually go and combine all these and say how it does that for you. You can actually, if you're building a website, you can say, hey, I want 5 categories. And then it's going to actually go and assign and find however many topics you want to put underneath a category. And it's going to build that basically topic map out for you. So you can actually map out a website very, very quickly with that keyword research tool add-on. So that's going to be a really, really cool thing to look at. So that's that tool. Let's go back over here to campaigns and look at the other two. So we're going to say new campaign over here. Then we're going to go to search places. So show a list of popular places and attractions in a specific location. So again, let's go in and let's just say search locations. Let's just use Dallas again. So we're going to say Dallas. All right. So I'm going to put the attractions right there. We're going to go with 150 right here. And then this is going to be Dallas right there, the United States. I'm not going to put Texas right there. We're just going to, you know what? No, I'm going to, because I want it to know exactly what we're talking about, because there are a lot of Dallases. And so I'm going to go ahead and create another one. And then things to do, get a list of things to do in a specific area. So we're going to go ahead and click on this, and we're going to go over here to I'm going to say Dallas things to do. Limit, we'll go 150 again, and we will say Dallas, Texas, and we will create. And then now you can see we already have the Dallas local places. You can see how fast the tool is. So we're going to go over here and click on this right here and come through and start looking at what we get right over here. So you have the 6th floor museum at Dealey Plaza. We can go and Google this. We can go and see if YouTube is there for this, and we can see the Google trends for this keyword as well. You can see that it peaks in the May. In May, it goes all the way up to 100. So there's something that happens in May where it's just really, really crazy. Another thing, I would just click on Google just to see if it actually is in Texas right over here. And you can say museum in Dallas, Texas. So it's accurate. There's the museum. And so it's pulling all these things that we can do that's just laser targeted. So this is already, pulling all of the information that you would want to build out a site, an incredible niche website about just Dallas, Texas. You can see how you can build just a things to do, places to see, a fun type site in any of these big major cities, and you would have a ton of articles and content to create for you. Okay. Again, if you have the add-on, remember, if you made it this far in the video, let me know, comment below. I appreciate you. Also, let me know if you want me to pick up this entire tool. I'll go and purchase the whole thing. I got review access, right? So I got like a free copy of the front end, but if you want me to go and purchase the whole thing, I would actually need to go and purchase the one-time offers, and then we could go and create some content and so forth. But I can just tell you right now that there's already a video on it, and you can also go and it's going to be similar to AI Wisemind. You're going to have a button over here, a green button, and you'll be able to click on this, and then you'll be able to come over here and you'll use, so there's a keyboard combiner, or there'll be a button right over here and it'll say write content, and you'll just click on that, and then it'll actually go and write content for that keyword. Okay. So it really extends the use case of the software, and it's going to be able to write content for you very, very quickly. So again, I'm really liking this, and you have to realize, what does this tool do that, like, ChatGPT, Perplexity, all these other tools, Claude, yes, they can do similar things. However, you've got to come up with all the prompting yourself. They've already mastered all the prompting, and they put it into a very sharp looking, very quick, fast tool that's a lifetime deal. So super, super cool. Good things to say about it. But really what this is doing, in my opinion, is just completely saving the time, right? You don't have to learn the skill of going out and trying to figure out how to prompt the system and get all this from ChatGPT yourself. They've already went out and built all of this into a software, but it's just saving you time. Everything's under one roof. You've got all of your different things you can do within the tool. It saves you a ton of time. And I think that's my favorite types of tool, is that if someone can build a tool that will save me time, I'm willing to pay money for it. If it's something that is actually a good software that I would actually do and use, then I would actually pay for the software, because it's going to save me a bunch of time. And remember, time is money, actually. Okay. Let's go and take a look at that last one over here. We'll go over here to Texas right here. Let's see, Dallas things to do. This one just finished 3 minutes ago. Okay. So Dallas things to do. So those other ones were local places like museums and stuff. This one might be similar. I mean, you still would want to go to the museum, right? But it's just going to look at it from a different way. And you can see that it's going to create titles for you automatically. That's very important about this one. Explore the artistic wonders at Dallas Museum of Art. We can go and pop these open in trends and see what the trend and when it just maxes out with popularity. And that happens sometime in around September right there. So you're going to want to pay attention to the titles, but this is where it does a little bit different than the rest of the other tools that I showed you. It actually is going to create titles, like blog article type titles. Again, you can come in here and use these, right? Save these, sort through this, save the ones you like. And then what you can do is just go and, let's say you copy this. You can either use the AI writer, like I said, or you can copy the selected and go and create content. But then remember, all of these ones, these would actually do really well on Pinterest as well, to start getting traffic from a Pinterest site. So I'm looking over here, like you could actually use this as a non-local SEO type of strategy, where you're not really building a website that's specific for a plumber in Dallas, Texas, for example, right? We're actually building a things to do, places to see type niche websites. And you could do that for any city, country, region, all kinds of stuff. So I can really see how you can use this tool. Think outside the box. You can actually use this tool for a non-local service-based website. You can actually use this to create niche websites. You could use Pinterest to send a bunch of traffic as well, and so forth. So what do you guys think? Comment below. Again, if you want me to do an extended review, just type extended review and I will see what I can do with getting those add-ons for you. So this is LocalWise by Chris Derenberger, his brand new tool that was just launched a couple of days ago. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for checking this out, and I will see you in the next video.